Hello all, this is going to be as brief as possible. I'm going to try to do this as brief as possible. What you guys are looking at is a painted mason jar. I'm not good at painting anything, as you can see, but I will be attempting to make my own homemade Jamaican black castor oil, and it calls for it to be put in like a dark glass jar. I don't have any dark glass jars, and I was not going to pay about $30 to $40 for one. So at the time last year, the Dollar Tree was selling these 32-ounce mason jars. They were clear, and so I decided to buy, I don't want that troll anywhere. I decided to buy these from Michael's. These are transparent stained glass paints, and takes a whole lot of coats to do this. I ended up using both of these colors on this glass, which is probably why it looks really funky weird. I didn't want to keep putting coats on there, so I just decided to mix and match each of these, and it calls for it to dry for 24 hours. I might have to put another couple of coats of this on here, I might not. I didn't use this one because it said to let it set for 4 days and then to bake it for 30 minutes in the oven on probably like the 5th day, and I don't have the patience to do that. So this is still in the set process. It hasn't been 24 hours because it's still sticky, but this is what I will be putting my Jamaican black oil in. I am going to go get my ingredients together, and I will come right back. Okay, before I start this up, I'm going to recap what my previous video showed. I had, this is 12 ounces of castor oil. The recipe calls for 16 ounces. I didn't have 16 ounces. I had 12, but this is for a 16-ounce bottle of regular castor oil. I used 40 bags of this black pearl tea from Lipton. 40 bags. I used half of this bottle of cayenne pepper. It said red pepper, but I'm assuming it means cayenne pepper. I used 40 biotin pills, and I'm not sure if there was a amount of mg or whatever you call this, mcg. I don't know if there's a specific amount, but this is the one I used. I used 40 of those. When this is done cooking, I will add this in there. I gotta check to see how much I would need to put on there, but I will be adding this afterwards. I will add this in the bottle once it's already done. I won't be adding it into the mixing stuff. I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees, and I will be cooking this for 5.5 hours. 5 hours and 15 minutes, or 5.5 hours. So guess how long it's going to be before I come back. I'll see you guys when this is done. Alright, 5 hours and 15 minutes have passed. This is the longest thing I've ever baked in my entire life, and I gotta tell you, next time when I run out of this Jamaican black oil, I will be buying this instead of making it, because it took forever. As you can see, it's pretty dark, and I'm just going to use my little trusty strainer, and I'm gonna put this in my bottle, and I will show you guys that, well, I don't know if I'll be able to show you what it looked like inside this bottle, but I'm going to have fun putting this all in one bottle, and I will be showing what the results look like after I put the onion seed oil in here, and I'm going to have to prick a hole in here to get this garlic out. This is as close as garlic seed that I could find. I can't find the garlic seed oil anywhere, so that's as close as I can get it. So I'm going to load this and I will be right back. Alright folks, this is the finished product of my homemade DIY Jamaican black castor oil, and I have to tell you all, this was a nightmare to make. Besides the fact that when I showed the last video, I had a strainer and I had it on top of this bottle. Unfortunately, the strainer was entirely too big for this, so I clean cut forgot I had bought some cheesecloth, so I put the cheesecloth and a rubber band around it, and I poured the oil with the tea, whatever you call it, tea bits, tea leaves, inside here, and I was trying to get the tea bag, the cheesecloth to go down further inside the bottle so I can pour a lot more oil in there, and I was stuffing it down and it popped off and it fell inside my bottle with the tea and everything. So you see these little brown bits in here. I can't show all the way in there. I can zoom in, but you still probably wouldn't be able to see it. This is the result. I have like loose tea at the bottom of this bottle, and I can see it if I do it like this, but for some odd reason my camera don't want to get it because it's at a weird funky angle. But I have tea at the bottom of this bottle, tea leaves, and I'm not happy about that. I haven't used this yet. It took me 2.5 days to drain, and this is the cotton ball. I'm gonna dip a little bit of that in there and show you. It really didn't make a difference about the Jamaican black, the black tea. It really did not change the color at all, and I baked this for 5 hours and 15 minutes, and this is the result. It just made it just like a little bit darker. You could probably make your own Jamaican castor oil. You don't have to necessarily make it black. All you probably have to do is add the onion seed and the onion seed and the garlic seed oil in here after you do this. I didn't have the onion seed oil. No, I had the onion seed oil. I didn't have the garlic seed oil. I had to use some kind of garlic capsules, so I used about 4 of those, and I did like 4 spritz of onion seed oil, and I put it in there, and this is the results that I have. I have not put this on my scalps yet. I'm a little nervous because I think I had it on my skin. I accidentally rubbed it on my skin and it started itching. So I don't know. Maybe because I didn't have 32 ounces of castor oil and I put 40 capsules of biotin in here, and I really didn't have to do that. So this is what I got. So this is my concoction of the homemade Jamaican black oil in my sticky homemade stained mason jar. I should have put this in the oven for 30 minutes at 270, but man, I tell you, that is sticky. I probably will do that a little bit later. Yeah, this is it.